Hey everyone, welcome to Impulse Family Talk. I'm here with Zach today, and we are talking today about the 1% Club.
Okay.
So you may or may not know what the 1% Club is, but we're here to tell you because it's pretty cool. So why don't you share real quick with us what the 1% Club is?
Sure. So the 1% Club is basically within the app.
Which app?
Our Impulse app that you check in and reserve your classes and sessions in. So basically, what it does is it just keeps track of how many times you check in when you come to a session.
Like how many times during month?
During the month.
Oh,
so right.
Okay.
So it's a monthly reoccurring. So it's basically monthly. It resets at the beginning of the month every month. And so what happens is we set an arbitrary number. We said, hey, we want you guys to be able to check in minimum to get in the club, to qualify 8 times per month.
Well, and that number's not exactly arbitrary.
Well,
the thought process is if you come twice a week, that's 8 times in a month.
Yep.
And why twice a week? Well, here's the thing. We know from personal experience, Kim knows from a whole lot of watching people train, that if you are there at least twice a week, you're going to get better results,
Yep.
right? And the goal of working out is not just to hang out, but it's to get better, to become better, to become stronger. And so that's where that 8 times a month comes from, just so you guys know.
Yep.
So why do we care to do this? Like, it's an optional thing on the app. Why did we decide to go ahead and say, hey, this is a good idea?
So I mean, from personal experience and just in general, like consistency is really what wins with pretty much anything, right? But
In life,
specifically, like with exercising and things like that, being kind of hit or miss and showing up, and come 6 times 1 week and then you don't show up for 2 weeks, that's not exactly like the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so,
as an example, our son does jujitsu.
I was about to use that example.
Oh, well, look at that. Great brains. I was going to
Yeah.
say, and I can tell you just from watching him as a mom, he used to go somewhere once, maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
And now he goes somewhere 4 times a week, right? And the amount of progress he makes now compared to then is astronomical. Like it's he's a completely different person. And that is just one example. It happens. Sure you've seen it with your kids or grandkids. If they're really, whatever they choose to do, the thing that they do the most often, what they're going to be the best at and get better at. And so, yeah.
Funny, and I'm going to use a different jujitsu example. So I was at jujitsu because I go to the adult class after my son, and one of the black belts was like, hey, like if you want to get better, you have to commit to at least coming twice a week. Mm-hmm. You'll get a lot better if you come to 3 times a week. And his example was, think about it. If you come 52, like there's 52 weeks in a year, right? So if you come twice a week for an hour, that means you have 104 hours of training. Well, if you come 3 times a week, you just add another 52 hours, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're at 156 hours. Like that's a big difference. Mm-hmm. And so it's just important. Like it's important to get reps, consistently over time.
And that's how you're going to get stronger. Your muscles.
Yeah, that's how your muscles
like
get
if
stronger.
You only ever do push-ups once every
twice a month,
you're not going to get.
You're just going to get sore.
You're not going to get much better at them.
Right.
So yeah, we care about it because we care about you all getting results, because that's why you're here. And so we want to reward people for being there consistently. Yeah. And I know consistency is something that's super important to you. And something that you learned really early on, actually. I don't know if you want to share that.
Sure. So some of you may know this, but probably not very many of you. So I ran track for Glen Oak. Obviously I started in middle school, so I ran track for 5 years total. I went to states with our 4x8 team. And a lot of you know Robin Crossie. Well, her husband, Brian Crossie, I think that's his name. I just call him Coach Crossie. Coach Crossie, right? So one of those things for when you're a kid, like that's the name somebody has forever. So Coach Crossie.
I think I've always just heard you refer to as Crossie's House of Pain. I don't think you ever
Crossie's
actually.
House of Pain.
You never used the first name.
Anyways, so like he was my track coach my entire career because he was in middle school when I was in middle school, and then he actually moved up the same year I did. So it was really cool to like they like that track team taught me, like I was okay. I was kind of like I was a good runner. I was athletic, but I wasn't fast, right? And like they made us fast. Like they consistently just showed us drills and showed us different things, and it made us fast. And it was, to go from middle school running, I ran the 400 in middle school, and I ran like a 61-second 400 to get to senior year of high school to run a 51-second 400. That's a huge difference. And like that, those numbers might not mean anything to you if you don't follow track or don't know anybody runs track, but it's like that's a big difference. You're talking about a whole straightaway 100 meters for 10 seconds is pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
So basically a football field. Anyways, but he like Crossy specifically he probably changed my life more than I lead on, but he just taught us to work hard and taught us
consistency,
and he taught us to, kind of just embrace doing hard things
and pushing yourself,
mm-hmm. and like pushing yourself beyond what you thought you were capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that's translated into so many things in my life. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine I can't imagine where I would be without having that experience. Right. Because we just did some things that were very, very challenging and very hard. And
so shout out to him and
Robin and Robin for having to live with Crossy's House of Pain all the time. But yeah, it's doing those things, I think, is important. That's why I'm so passionate about exercise and things like that.
And why you could go somewhere else and not have trainers, and you could
mm-hmm.
go somewhere else and just work out. But the reason we have trainers and the reason we so much believe in a facility that has training and semi-private training is so that you have that same experience that you did with Crossy, which is you have a coach that
you have somebody to like see things that you're not doing correctly
and pushes you
to push you to do more and to really like get you out of your comfort zone, right? And like I don't know, it would say exercise in general is a great place to challenge yourself, and then that translates into so many things because there's hard days at work, there's hard days at family and things like that. But there's this thing to lean back on where you go, man, I can do this thing over here, right? I can do this really hard thing over here. So I know I can handle this, right?
And all that stuff applies to working out. Like I just started working out again 3 months ago. And I couldn't consistently twice a week. And before I couldn't, I had some knee injuries and stuff. I couldn't do a squat. And after 2 months of consistently training and getting stronger, I can do a full squat with weights actually. Not always well, but I'm just sure I can do well. But and so it makes a difference, and it makes a difference for you. And even if you're like, well, I don't care about being that much, I don't need huge muscles, I don't care about that. Well, yeah, but it makes a difference of being able to do everyday things, run with kids, pick up heavy packages, do those things. Those are important, and it will translate in those ways. So I just real quick, I want to show you what happened last month, because we started this last month, whether you knew it or not. It's on your app. You don't have to like register for it. It shows up on there.
You're automatically registered. So you'll see a little bar and it should show you how many check-ins you have. Mm-hmm. And so once you get to 8, it'll tell you that you achieved the 1% circle.
Yeah. And I want to show you, this is what happened last month. You can see so many of our members were able to achieve this. So I think there were some like 38 of you made it into the 1% Club last month, which is amazing and awesome. And so congratulations to all of you guys. I also want to show you this, which is really cool. These are our top 3 members. They're the ones who had the most workouts. So shout out to them. And I want to challenge y'all, if you have a competitive streak in you, you can go set your eyes on those and give them a run for money next month. And remember, guys, no matter what tier you're on, some of these guys may just be on the same tier as you, and you're like, well, how can I do that? I only have so many impacts a month or whatever. Well, you also do have you can go to team trainings. Anybody can go to team trainings anytime they want.
Yep.
So always remember that as well. And I also want to show you this because it's not just about achieving it month after that just current month. It's about achieving it month over month. And I just want to, let you guys know that every month you get to a different level. And so right now everybody's in bronze because we just started this. But if you can hit that goal for 2 consecutive months, that third month you go into that silver category.
Yep.
And if you can achieve it for all those first 5 months, that 6th month you go into gold. After a year you go into platinum. And even if you miss out on a week because you're on vacation stuff, go an extra day before, go an extra day after, or the week before and the week after.
Yep.
And we are going to have prizes for some of these ladders and tiers for people to really just to document their achievements. So if you have an idea of something you would love to see as a prize for some of these, I would love to hear it. You can email me at hello@impulsetraining.com and let us know what you'd like to see. Like, would you like to see shirts? Would you like to see hats? Would you like to see water bottles? Would you like to see, what would you like as motivation to want to get there? Because we'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and email us that if you have an idea. I would love to hear it. Or if you just have any other comments or questions about it, feel free to email us, but let us know. So that's that. If you are not currently a member at Impulse and you're watching this, we want to invite you to join us. You can go ahead and go to getstrongagain.com and you can go ahead. We have a month membership for $99, unlimited training. You can go ahead and you can get started right now, becoming a part of our 1% club by
you can achieve it the
very first month,
easy peasy.
right? And so, or if you know somebody that is not a member that needs to be, make them this offer. The cool thing is, if you're a member, you refer somebody, you get unlimited training when they get unlimited training, which is pretty cool for you. And you guys can get strong together, which it's always easier when you're working out together. So if you have any questions about the 1% club or have anything else to share with us, make sure you email us at hello@impulsetraining.com. Other than that, we look forward to seeing you all in the 1% club. I'm hoping that I have so many people, I can't fit you all on the slide coming up here soon, but congratulations to all of you who achieved that last month. And for all of you who are working on it this month, keep going. Remember, consistency wins. And we will talk to you all next week. Bye, everyone.